Alrighty, welcome back to E2W Coast Sports. We are talking the Warriors versus the 76ers last night. Warriors get the win. Huge win for the Warriors in the standings. Let's kick it off. I want to start right away with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is having an awesome stretch of games here. Third quarter Jordan Poole is a real thing, it seems like. He was getting to the basket. He was making some very difficult shots. He was getting fouled. This is what we need from Jordan Poole. I still go back and forth on, is his contract next year worth it, considering where he's at right now. I'm not sure, but if he plays like this, it's much easier to swallow, considering how bad his defense can be. But when he shows up on offense, when he's putting pressure on an opposing team's defense like a Steph Curry almost does, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So really good showing by Jordan Poole. He was actually team high in points for us. He brought us back when we were down by 10 in the fourth quarter. So props to Jordan Poole. He had a great game. Excited to see what he does for the rest of the season and then moving forward into the playoffs. Let's talk about the defense a little bit too. Draymond again showed up. I think Looney had obviously a very tough task, but he was able to hold his own in certain situations. He fouled when he needed to, and he just stood his ground on a player that's very good at either mid-range or moving you out of the way to get to the hoop. And Joel Embiid had an incredible game. I think he had 43 points or something around there. Man, he is one of the most unguardable players in the league, just because of his ability to shoot as well as how big and how strong he is. He can just move huge guys out of the way. So after watching tonight, I think he's probably the MVP, considering how good the Sixers are. But I don't know. It's still a little bit of a toss-up for me. Honestly, don't really care that much. Let's talk about the free throw battle. The one thing that I will knock Embiid, and this isn't really Embiid's fault, it's more the NBA and the reffing fault. He shot 22 free throws, and the one move that just kills me that a lot of players do, especially when you're his size, is you get down low and you literally just rotate your body and rip through. And it's like, as a defender, what are you supposed to do there if you're trying to potentially knock the ball loose or just trying to stand your ground from the player just getting putting you under the basket? So he shot 22 free throws, not something that is surprising considering the Warriors are dead last in free throw disparity in the entire season. But it's still like one player can get 22 free throws. I don't know if I've ever seen Steph shoot like 15, something crazy like that. He got 22, and this is something not out of the norm for Joel Embiid. I want to shout out Kerr in his rotations. A couple things that I noticed when Jordan Poole started cooking, he left him in there. And he left him in there through the fourth quarter as well. And so obviously Coach Kerr was playing the situation there. He was playing, the hot hand essentially. And it was cool to see Kerr not just go back to his normal rotation. Steph played the entire fourth. He usually, or lately, I guess, has been getting a rest in the fourth, but considering how important the game was, he even said in the post game, I'm going to leave Steph in there because it was too important, and it paid dividends. We were able, he pulled gravity, he got Clay some good looks, he got Jordan Poole some good looks, and then Steph sort of put it away at the end with a couple big shots. That one move under the basket where he sort of circled the paint and then he quick shot, just sort of turned around and quick shot bank off the back. It was probably like a 10-footer. And, that was a much needed bucket for us because I think we were tied at the time. So it put us by 2, and then the momentum sort of just shifted and we were able to run away with it. Let's talk about the standings really quick. So what does this mean for the Warriors moving forward? So the Clippers did win last night, so they actually overtook the 4th seed. We are staying in the 6th seed here, but we have a really good shot to bump the Suns off the 5th seed here and even catch the Clippers. I mean, I'm still not writing off that we can't get the 4th seed here. We're only half a game behind the Clippers. The Suns do have the Sixers tonight. Again, no KD for the Suns. That's going to be a really tough game for them. And I think the Sixers are actually going to beat the Suns. So we probably should bump them and grab the 5th seed tonight. And then we have Minnesota on Sunday, and they're a full game and a half behind us. So if we can beat Minnesota on Sunday, then that'll put us 2.5 games behind or ahead of Minnesota. So that'll be huge, just again to stay out of the play-in tournament and just get one of those 4 through 6 seed spots. Super big win for the Warriors. Super excited. We got a nice little stretch ahead of us. Should be, some easier wins. So excited. All right, appreciate it, guys. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.